hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Hey, what's up with it, family? It's Hot Boxing Minute. Let's talk boxing. Another great weekend of fights. I'm just going to talk about the big ones, the two big ones. High-Tech Lomachenko, Tank Gervonta Davis. Let's start off with High-Tech Lomachenko's performance to begin with against Masayoshi Nakatani. Very game. I've always been a big fan of Masayoshi Nakatani ever since that first loss to Teofimo Lopez. Masayoshi Nakatani is, 6 foot tall, 71 inches of reach. In my opinion, he was effectively the boogeyman of the lightweight division. We saw him get that knockout of Verdejo using a jab, so definitely he was a considerable factor inside the division. We saw high-tech Vasily Lomachenko return to form in that most recent fight with him. My goodness. It looked to me, in my opinion, that he swept all the cards effectively. Masayoshi Nakatani did put up a valiant effort. He was all heart, bit down his gum shield, and was getting in the trenches with Lomachenko, but man, I saw old school Vasily Lomachenko. I saw the same Vasily Lomachenko that put it on Gary Russell Jr., the same Vasily Lomachenko that made Rigondeaux sit on the stool, the same Vasily Lomachenko that stopped Jorge Linares. That was the guy that showed up. That was the guy that showed up in that fight with Masayoshi Nakatani. Where was that high-tech Lomachenko in the Teofimo Lopez fight? I don't know. I remember hearing Lomachenko say something about he was injured. Now I'm prone to believe it. Why wasn't he fighting like that in the first fight? Either way, I think I saw Teofimo Lopez Sr. in an interview talking about potentially doing the rematch and running it back with high-tech Lomachenko in December. I think that would be a great idea. I strongly hope that Teofimo Lopez, his camp, including Teofimo Sr., are not taking their task ahead of them with Kambosos lightly. Kambosos is coming to win. He looks like he's got his head on straight. I'm personally picking Teofimo to win in that fight, just to put it out there like that. But Kambosos looks like he's tough, man. He's got some heart. He's got that awesome win against Lee Selby. So wait till that fight is finished. We'll see what that performance, and then we'll see about what the future looks like with a potential matchup between Lomachenko, because all of these plans are dashed to pieces the instant that that Lopez loses, which I don't see him losing, but if he does, imagine the chaos that would ensue. You would have Kambosos as the unified lightweight champion. Does he fight Devin Haney for undisputed? I don't really know. I still kind of view Teofimo Lopez as the undisputed, honestly. I mean, he beat Richard Commey and got the IBF title. Then he beat Lomachenko, but then they had the franchise belts, and then they gave the email belt to Devin Haney. Craziness all over the lightweight division. Congratulations to high-tech Lomachenko. What's next for him? I don't really know. He got that awesome stoppage over a very tough Masayoshi Nakatani. You could see it was slowly just breaking him down. It was what you call a dominant performance. So maybe we get that rematch between him and Teofimo in December. I'm with it. What did y'all think about that performance? Let me know in the comments section. Y'all know what time it is. All right, so now that we're done talking about the high-tech Lomachenko incident, let's talk about what happened with Tank Gervonta Davis. Woo-wee! West Baltimore, good Lord. I know Coach Calvin Ford was happy with the performance he saw tonight. It looked like they were getting a little bit worried in the corner as it started to get into the championship rounds, because I don't think they counted on it going past 10. So you saw Floyd Mayweather Jr., he was in the corner at the beginning of the 10th round. At the end of the 10th, before the 11th round, Mayweather Jr. was in there giving words of encouragement, which seems kind of like an odd thing, because I would think that you would want as minimal amount of voices inside a fighter's corner, especially in the middle of a championship fight, because they were fighting for the WBA junior welterweight strap that was in Mario Barrios' possession, formerly in his possession. But I don't even think he needed that pep talk. Tank Davis looked to me like he was in control of the fight. It was definitely a well-contested fight. I don't think it was a draw by any means leading up to the fight. There was the 2 knockdowns in the 8th round. Call that a loss. That's a 10-8, 10-7 round when you get 2 knockdowns. And then obviously in the 11th round, stoppage. I thought that was a good stoppage on the part of the referee, because you don't want to see fighters take unnecessary damage. Mario Barrios fought valiantly. I thought he stuck to the script very well. Towards the latter half of the fight, 8th, 9th, 10th round, you started to see Mario Barrios kind of get exhausted, and that exhaustion was affecting his form. He started to open up. Once you start to open up wide, that's where Tank Gervonta Davis eats and feasts like a king. We know both of them have shown cardio problems in the past getting into the later rounds. Tank looked like he was in control the whole time. Looked like his cardio was not an issue. He was stalking. He was on the front foot. Barrios was on the back foot. But Barrios fought very well. I don't think this is the end of Mario Barrios being considered an elite fighter in the junior welterweight division. I think he'll either stay there, or based on his frame, because he's a big boy, maybe he'll move up to welterweight. I strongly suggest he campaigns at junior welterweight. There's some good key fights in that there with other guys like Ivan Barancek, Chon Cepeda, maybe Rougarou. Who knows? the door is wide open still for Mario Barrios to have a great career. He's obviously got a good coach. He's out there with Virgil Hunter out there in Oakland when he's not out there training in San Antonio. So anyways, Tank, Gervonta Davis, what an amazing performance that he had. It was quite a dominant performance over Mario Barrios. I mean, I wouldn't call it dominant. It was definitely highly contested up until it stopped being highly contested. 2 knockdowns in the 8th. Thank goodness the ref was paying attention. I don't think that was an early stoppage at all. I think that was a very good call on the referee. In the 11th round, Mario Barrios was catching some heavy, loaded up shots. What's next for Tank Davis? Is he going to fight Teofimo Lopez? I don't know. After Lomachenko's awesome performance, it looks like they're going to be focusing on High Tech having a rematch with Teofimo. So let's take that off of the table. We got Tank Davis. Is he going to campaign at junior welterweight? Will he fight Josh Taylor? I don't know. I've heard him talking about fighting Bud. So the Bud thing might be more on the table for Josh Taylor as a priority as opposed to him fighting Tank. Maybe Tank will fight Rougarou, Chon Cepeda. I don't really know. There's obviously a lot of options. Maybe he takes a big money fight and fights Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia at lightweight. Personally, I don't think any of those guys want any piece of Tank except for Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. What did you guys think about that performance on Tank's part? Let me know in the comment section. Who do you think Tank is going to fight next? Let me know in the comment section. This is Hot Boxing Minute.